All right. Time is now 6:02 p.m. and I'll call to order a regularly scheduled McMinnville Fire District Board meeting on Thursday, April 25th at 6:02 p.m. Set this roll call of directors.
President Garvin,
Here.
Vice President Smith,
Here.
Treasurer Traff,
Here.
Secretary Pratt,
Here.
and Director Sparrow. He'll be on just a second, so if we could watch for him.
All right, next up we have the Pledge of Allegiance and following Treasurer Trapp, please come up.
Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you for that, Treasurer Trapp.
Pleasure.
That takes us to changing for the agenda. Anything this evening?
No, sir.
Take this to the consent agenda. All we have on there is the minutes from our last board meeting on 4/11. If there's no changes to that, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved. Second that.
A motion by Vice President Smith and a second by Treasurer Kraft. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously 4-0. That takes us to our financial report and we have a department loan update.
Well, we were supposed to have a meeting with David Albright from Special Districts today at 1:30. Unfortunately, he had to cancel, so we are going to meet after next week's conference. We have provided him all the financial paperwork that he's asked for and sorry, this is for the loan payoff, the balloon payment loan due at the end of June. We have provided him all the paperwork which he's requested. We're just waiting to meet with him to finish. Like I said, we were supposed to meet today at 1:30, which is why it was on, but unfortunately today he had to cancel. That's all I have on that.
Sounds good. Thank you. Any questions for Chief on the department loan update? Hearing none, that takes us to public comment. It's a time where anybody can make public comment regarding district business, not to exceed 3 minutes per person. Did we get any comment cards today? And if you're on Teams and would like to comment, use the raise your hand feature and Hunter will unmute.
Dan is on, just so you guys know.
Not seeing anybody wishing to make public comment, but I will note Director Sparrow joined us at 6:05 p.m. Thank you for joining us, Director Sparrow. And last call for public comment. All right, I'll close public comment and we'll move on to business action required, which is budget committee appointments.
Yesterday, President Garvin, Treasurer Traff, myself, Hunter, and Michelle all interviewed 7 very good candidates for the budget committee. First and foremost, I want to tell everybody who did participate, we had very good candidates. They were, I believe, in it for the right reasons. The board, we did have a competitive process. It was a panel interview style, just as we did for civil service a few weeks before. Ultimately, the committee did come up with 5 candidates that we would like to recommend to the board. Again, it is the board's decision, and I'll give you all the names. I'll give you the top 5 first, and I will give you the other names if you wanted to discuss them. The top 5 candidates were Steve Leonard, Janet Redmond, Matt Scales, Phil Loving, and Walter Budzik. That is a unanimous recommendation from the committee. We also had Tony Cordy and Terry Lusich as 2 other individuals that we did interview also. So with that, I'll turn it over to the board for discussion.
Thank you, Chief. Any discussion or comments regarding budget committee appointments?
I only know one of them, and I think he'd be a great asset.
Thank you. Secretary Pratt? Any comments from you, Director Sparrow?
No, nothing here.
Thank you. I just add, they were all great candidates. They all brought something different to the table, with it being a budget committee and us needing to kind of build a budget from scratch and having people understand that budget process. A lot of these individuals brought budget experience, but we felt these five brought the best overall skill set as a group. And we felt we had a very diverse and good candidate pool for budget committee. I've done a lot of budget committee interviews, and sometimes people show up just because they want to warm the seat. And I think all 7 of our candidates showed up because they really want to dive into the budget and do the work. So I'm happy with the 5 that we got, and the other 2 that aren't being appointed were great candidates as well.
Great. Okay, thank you to you and all those that participated in the process. Thank you. Make a motion that we adopt approve the 5 candidates as recommended by the committee.
All right, so we have a motion to approve the budget committee as recommended by Vice President Smith,
Second that.
and a second by Director Sparrow. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes unanimously 5-0.
As stated, I'll reach out tomorrow morning to all 7 personally and thank them and notify them.
Congratulations to our new budget committee member in the crowd, Janet.
Janet?
And that brings us to our other business, with board committee and liaison reports. First up, we have LoSAP and Colin Treasurer Trapp. He has anything he wants to share?
Nothing new to report with LoSAP at this time.
All right, thank you. And Director Sparrow, anything on branding?
Nothing new to report.
Okay, thank you. And we have board information reports. Don't have anything new to report there. Anybody else on information reports?
All I have is attended a SDAO training session opportunity on Saturday. It was a 4-hour block. The trap was also there. Good opportunity, got a lot of good information. So appreciate the chance to go.
Awesome, thanks for attending.
Yeah.
That'll take us to department reports. First up, we have local 3099.
Well, unfortunately, I have to sit in front of you again and declare that we've had another payroll error. This one is especially frustrating, not that any of them are not frustrating, but we were notified yesterday of this payroll error and in writing today that this error seems to have happened from the payroll company that was contracted with. The payroll company that I had sat down and warned the previous chief about when we were looking at which payroll companies to go with. This is beyond frustrating at this point, and I urge you all to do something about this, because we can't just keep going down this path. We're losing confidence from our employees, and this is again very, very frustrating, and we need to do something different. This isn't working for us anymore. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you, President Godfrey. Next up, we have volunteer president Pete Goodman. Anything this evening? All right. Next up, we have fire chief's report. First up, update on eighth training contract.
Waiting room, have somebody. We get an scales.
He's in.
He's in the waiting room.
Yeah. Got him.
Go up to the people in the upper, yep. I don't see him in there.
Could be on the link from the 411, because that agenda's still on the signal today.
They tested this one. They have like make you go.
Sure, we could text him the link. Copy that.
You know. You should have it.
Yep, he used it on the website. So last.
Yeah, but that I tested that one though. Weird. I just sent another one via text.
Oh no. Okay.
He's in. I'll go up to the volunteer side of things just real quick. Chief Law has completed a cadet program policy to work with specifically with McMinnville High School students, not necessarily ones that are in the fire career path, if you will, pathway. It's open for any students. But this will allow us to bring 15 to 17-year-olds in as cadets, get them their training, get them some experience, obviously with the goal of continuing, full volunteer status once they turn 18. The policies and procedures are done and they're just under review right now. So our goal was to have it done prior to next school year, and he's obviously well ahead of that. So we'll keep reviewing those and then send them out. And we did, just in our conversation, I think I said this before, but I think we've got 4 18-year-old high school students that are volunteers. I do believe one dropped. Are we at 3 now?
Yeah.
So even just with our conversation, we've already gotten some candidates from that, just trying to bolster the volunteer staffing, if you will. So thank you, Chief. And I think that'll be a good program. Update on AP Triton, which is our standard of cover management plan. It has been through legal review. I did receive it today. I'll take one more look at it tomorrow, and then we'll send it off to AP Triton for their review. We did have some changes, but I think I told you guys it was nothing per se of substance. I know the board made it clear that we only wanted to look at the fire-based EMS system versus the other 2 systems that they many times provide input on, as well as just some legal stuff. If there was a problem, it said we'd litigate it in Colorado, we're going to litigate it in Oregon, just little things like that. So I know Janet had asked us about returning of documents. We did add that in there. So I think we captured everything that the board I believe we captured everything that the board had requested, as well as any legal ease, if you will, to benefit the district. So we'll send that back to them and get it back as soon as possible. And I do make contact with them about once a week right now. BC3, we got our team today. So it was just before this meeting, our team is set up. And we'll be setting up a team-to-team meeting, McMinnville to BC3 team to start that kickoff process. So pretty exciting. I think it's going to take some time and a lot of hard work, but I think, once we get it done and everything switched over, I think it'll be a pretty positive switch. They're very receptive so far to date. SCBA agreement also has been through legal review. I believe Chief Hannafan, I know she has it, whether it's gone back to Grand Ronde or not, I'm not exactly sure. Do you know? But we've gone through that, and we have received the packs, and we're just kind of sifting through what needs to be done. Do they need to be hydro tested? Do they need to be tested? Those types of things, setting up trainings and such moving forward.
Were those mask stand packs or do we have to still buy masks?
How many masks were there? There was masks. 20. Yeah, there was more masks than there were packs. So yes.
Awesome.
As well as batteries, battery chargers, banks.
Bottles, 51 bottles.
Oh, really? Okay. There's a lot.
Yeah. Get going.
So, Chief Law and Chief Hannafin picked it up. I think Richard was with them helping, picked him up, I believe it was beginning of this week or last week. So those are in our, pocket. Just a item of note, I will be at the Chiefs Conference next week. Chief Hannafin will also be out of town. Chief Law will be acting fire chief. In my absence, I will have my phone and my computer, so if you need anything, I am available. If it's something emergent, Chief Law will make sure that it's taken care of if you need him immediately. And that is all I have for the Chief's report, unless there's questions.
Any questions for Chief?
Back to the cadet program you spoke of. I
Yep.
think that's an awesome program that we're starting. Is there any relationship building with the high school and kind of their pathways program with that? Yeah.
Yeah. We have kind of two paths going, if you will. So the cadet program we created for everybody. So anybody and everybody, even if you're not in the pathways program. Subsequently, we also, and I believe we have a meeting coming up with Bob soon. We have met with Bob several times, as well as with the superintendent. We also brought Shemeketa's dean of emergency services and teamed them up to basically kind of for a three-way partnership, if you will. The fire district with Shemeketa's fire program and EMS program, as well as the high school pathway. Chief Law does a great job communicating with Bob. We've donated some equipment. The Volunteer Association donated some money, scholarship money. It's en route. But they did approve it at the last meeting to kind of help with there. So yeah, we're doing everything we can to support that program and help with that part, help make that partnership grow, not just internally, but externally to Shemeketa, and, hopefully get to have kids stay at home with their parents, but go to Shemeketa and we'd still get them as volunteers and, ultimately career someday is the goal.
Thank you.
Any other questions in relation to the Chief's report?
Nope.
That takes us to item B, correspondence. Did any board members get any correspondence? I know we did get one correspondence from a civil service applicant, and the chief responded to that. I think you guys saw that in your inboxes as well.
I'll see that, yes.
So thanks for doing that, Chief. And outside of that, I didn't have any other correspondence. Informational items, any informational items tonight? Volunteer coordinator, you got any informational items you need to share? No. All right. That our next regular meeting will be Thursday, May 9th at 6 p.m. or 1800, and we'll now go into executive session within a meeting adjournment after that. So we'll take a quick break for people to depart. Scott Unger will text you a link for the executive session, as well as Director Sparrow and Director Pratt.
Director Sparrow and Pratt, you both have it on your district calendars, just so you know the second one. And I will get one to her.
Copy that. Thank you, Chief.
Laughed up to the
We're back.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, we are.
All right, we are back from executive session and I will now adjourn our regularly scheduled board meeting at 7:51 PM, April 25th.
Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.